Every figure we'll start a little early, because why not? Let's have a little bit of fun. We got the machine running behind me, so we are running some of Jessie's Elixir. I'm really excited. So, hope you all had an okay time getting over from the main channel video. I appreciate you all being there, hanging out, and yeah, just enjoying the stream. So, we, however, are going to be going over the process. You guys can ask me whatever you want. We're just going to be hanging out and talking all about Jessie's Elixir, how it was made. And if you guys have any questions that I can share with you, let me know, because obviously we redacted some things from the video, so we're going to obviously be redacting some things from here as well. So there will be questions I can't answer, but for the most part, you know, you can ask me anything about it. It was an absolutely amazing thing to do. I am so grateful that we had the opportunity to go and make it with printed solid. There's the form. It is also in the description if you have not checked that yet. But yeah, this stuff is crazy, crazy bright silver. I am trying to convince Dave to call it Silver Fox. So you all should help me and see if we can get it to be called Jessie's Silver Fox. I think it would be funny. I think it would be funny. But, you know, I recognize it kind of is what it is. Andrew Rogers for the $4.99. Thank you, sir. Asks, do you know which colors are coming? I don't. The form says no longer accepting responses. Crap. Guess I better figure that one out. Give me a second. Give me just a second. I don't exactly know how to fix that, so let me work on it. It worked 5 minutes ago when I clicked it. Give me just a second. I know the damn form isn't working. Try here. I'm gonna try updating it in the chat first. I just friggin' tried it too, man. I just freaking tried it to see if it would work. That is hilarious. Let's see if that link works for you guys. It worked. It just worked now for me. Does it work? What the heck? It says it's no longer accepting. All right, 2 seconds. Why it's closed. Yeah, I know. Ah, okay. Use that same link. Try that link again. Use that same link. There was a little button that I had to click. Now it works. Sweet. I'm not as dumb as I look most of the time. Cool. All right, there you go. Now it's working. And now everybody can say, yep, maybe this was just an entire ploy to get more interactions on the video. It wasn't, no. This was a legitimate mistake. Welcome. This is my first time ever giving something away on a stream. So I have never done this before. So you guys might have to bear with me on it. I can see response rolling in. And yes, as we stated, and also big thanks to Steve Builds for letting me steal your form, because this is Steve Builds' form. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna be hanging out talking about Elixir. I'm glad it's now finally working. Let me go ahead and I'll pin this message, which should have the latest link in it. We're gonna be here hanging out until Jessie is done behind me, doing it on the Prusa XL because we gotta. And a huge thank you to Printed Solid for making this kind of thing possible. So, you know, yeah. Thomas said Steve's form to the letter. Well, you know, I asked. It was a good form. It was really well done. So I'm like, hey, can I steal your form? He's like, yeah, sure. I apparently didn't turn the responses back on. Oops. That's okay. It was so much fun at Print and Solid. If it was obvious, that was like a little over a month ago that we filmed that, and we were trying to make it so everything would pan out so that we could do the stream like the week of Thanksgiving. But I said, you know, that Wednesday, which would be Wednesday, I don't know how many people are going to be around. I know people are going to be traveling to see family and all of that here in the States. So I said, whatever, we'll just do it today, which means I have to make a video for next week. It was supposed to be Revo Roto, but I don't have mine yet, so I don't have that either. It's going to be fun. Andrew Rogers is asking how the XL has been treating me. I've really been enjoying the XL. There are some few quirks with it that I'm still kind of figuring out, that I don't exactly have answers for just yet. Things like the light timeout. I know this is really stupid, but the light timeout on either side, I want to be able to control it. I also want to be able to control the RGB on these lights, unless it is only white and red. I don't assume it is, but it could be. Initially, it was a little rough, but as soon as we put the input shaper firmware on there, it's been running great. This is my first time ever printing silk on it. For reference, the spool that I am printing is a garbage spool. There was a bubble in the filament, and this spool was one of the ones that had a bubble in it. So what happened was it snapped the filament as it was spooling, because the spooler moves so fast, it snapped. And then Heather quickly taped it and then kept spooling on that spool. She was going to toss it. I said, no, I'll use it for stuff like this, where it's like, you know, not that big of a deal. Bigger is asking if I've had any banding issues, multi-material parts. I haven't. I've got some multi-material parts. I can't really show a lot of the multi-material stuff I've done on camera because it instantly went into doing production work for the company. But I will say it hasn't been an issue so far. I have not tried all 5 tools in a print yet. I am going to be looking for a some sort of cool test print or something that we can do. But yeah, this piece is looking really, really good. Let's see if I can get you guys a better shot on that. Let's, yeah, you know, good. There. It's like you have to go up a little bit so that it can come down and right where you need it. There you go. There, that's better. Okay, cool. So RC Maniac says there's a ticket for controlling the RGB lights, but it's not on the firmware now. But yeah, this is my first time ever printing silk. I was gonna, and I can turn it back on. I was gonna turn on the, what the heck's it called? The little light on the tool head. Here, I'll do it real quick. Turn the light on the tool head on. It is hidden in a menu that I didn't think would be an issue, but I think that's just gonna blow the light out and make it look a little bit weird. So you guys have to tell me. This is Jessie. It's Jessie. It's Dave's dog Jessie. So you know, you gotta do it. So yeah, I think the light kind of takes away from the color. We really want to see the color. It would have been smart if I brought on another light for this, but yeah, I would keep the light off because I think it's better with it off. George Coleman asks how to win the filament. It is in the pinned comment and in the description. So you can go ahead and do that. We're going to be giving away the filament toward the end. You must be present to win. If you are in the continental United States, I'm going to be paying for shipping. If you are not in the continental United States, we're going to work it out. I cover like the equivalent inside of the United States to ship it, but then everything else on top of that, you're going to have to pay for because like this is coming out of my pocket. So yeah, we got 8 spools here. I thought I was going to have 10, but then I counted out how many we actually had. And I have to give one to Brad. I have to give one to Amber. There's a couple of people that have to get the spools. And because Brad gave me the first spool, one of the first spools he ever made, I'm going to give him the first spool that I ever made. Because I feel like that just kind of, you know, goes together. So we got 8 spools here to be given away. So, what was it? Joe Scallon says, so hard to find a strong enough silk. So as you guys saw, PLA is mixed with TPU to create silk, and PLA and TPU don't stick well together, like at all. They don't stick together at all. And that means that, yeah, silk prints in general are going to be weaker. You can run them insanely hot if you want. That insane heat is going to help layers together, but it will never be anywhere near as strong as like a regular PLA would be. DJ's Pro is asking if I've tried 2.7 beta 1. That's what this was sliced in, and it's been really, really, really nice to print with. Is the table on the printer jumping, or is it your table? It is this table here. So the camera is actually right here. So that the camera watching the XL is right here. It's on my table. I didn't want to move it across tables because it is currently plugged in, and that means I have to also mind a... Yeah, this was easier. So yeah, if I ever touch the table, it's going to wiggle, and that's because the standing desk table is wiggling. The table back here was the old set table, and it weighs about 180 pounds. It doesn't move. It's very, very, very sturdy. So sorry if it gets a little shaky in there for you. Nova Silsko said, I totally missed the manufacturing video. I'll have to check it out later. Yes, it is the latest video on our channel as of November 15th, 2023. Go check it out. It is 53 minutes long and goes into the real nitty-gritty of not only how to make filament, but how to make elixir. This is actually, technically, this is polyalchemy elixir because we used one of the powders from polyalchemy. This was a color that Dave had never done before. And outside of some of the short spools they keep for themselves and one spool they use for test prints, we have the rest of it. We got about 19 kilos total for the batch that we produced. I can't tell you how big the batch was that we produced, but I can tell you there was a lot of waste, but that's okay. It was still a ton of fun. The network guy says I printed Silk at 250C today, and it still fell apart. I might have to return it due to the color being way off from advertised. That can depend. This stuff is really good. I've printed with polyalchemy elixir, and those of you that have used polyalchemy elixir before will love this stuff because it is dead on. I don't actually have this same silver anymore. I have another silver, not the same silver. I was going to bring them out and compare them, but I don't have it. But I'm so excited for Jessie's elixir because, yeah. Oh, Nova's going to be getting some stuff from Printed Solid tomorrow. They're good beans over there. Well, if you do go over there, say hi to everybody in there for us. I always love hanging out with the Printed Solid team because they're always a lot of fun. But as Savvy Fortex says, yes, if you do print silk too hot, it takes away the shine. There's this weird balance. If you go above about 250C, you're going to start degrading the TPU. So TPU normally prints in the 240 to 250 range. If you go above 250, you start degrading that TPU, and the actual shine of it breaks down. The TPU is functionally breaking down. The network guy says the brand I've had issues with today was Overture. Overture is Polymaker. It is the same brand traditionally, and if you don't believe me, check the spools. They're identical, last I checked. I know Overture is still doing some of their own stuff, but I think the bulk of it is transitioned over to Polymaker at this point. Polymaker is one of the largest OEMs for filament in the world, and they produce it out of China. Printed Solid makes filament in the United States. It also makes it a lot easier to go and travel to because they're about an hour and a half away from 3D Printopia, or as a lot of you remember it as the East Coast Rep Rap Festival. So, yeah. Oh, okay, Nova says a delivery is going to arrive. They wish they did a tour. Well, we did a tour. We did that video 2 weeks ago. So we weren't supposed to post a video this week, but I wanted to post a video this week because it makes sense to post a video this week. Because there's going to be some off weeks coming up where we're going to be traveling to the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Festival. And it is confirmed. We are shaving my head. I am going to be bald at the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Fest. We are going to shave my head at the event. And we are going to actually auction off my head. So we're going to cut my hair for, oh, I forget the charity name. I think it's Little Princess. Let me see the name of the company because I want to make sure I get it right. The Little Princess. It is one of the largest nonprofits for wig making in the United Kingdom. And because it is human hair, I can't take it out of the country with me because it's considered human remains. Once it is off your body, it is not okay to transport it. So yes, we are going to be donating it. And so the plan is we're going to cut it really short with scissors, go through, buzz it to like a 2, and then whatever's left, the top, however many donors that E3D wants to choose from the top list, maybe the top 3, will get a section of my head to shave whatever they want in it. Tiger stripes, company names, company logos. If Bamboo wants to pay to put a Bamboo logo on my head, I don't care, because every single dime of it is going to go to the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation to help people like me, a neurodiverse maker, actually get started. Because as a lot of us know, it's not cheap to get into 3D printing. It's not cheap to learn how to do 3D modeling unless you have a ton of time. And hey, this is 3 years of hair growth, by the way. This is 3 freaking years. I have curly hair, so it doesn't really show, but I hope the kids are okay with gray hair, because my hair is starting to go really gray. But I'm sure they can just dye it too. But yeah, we're going to be shaving my head. And if we can get to a certain dollar value, I haven't discussed it yet with E3D, but if we can get to a certain dollar value, they can take the beard too, and then I'll be Mr. Clean over there, and I'll look like 15 years younger. It'll be great. Network Guy says, I'm texting Joseph, gonna shave some weird stuff in that hair. I am totally fine with that. I'm actually totally fine with that. Yeah. RC Maniac says, I need some food. I assume this isn't a short stream. It should be about another hour or so, I assume. Let me see how much longer is left in the print. Yeah, you're good. You got about it. But I might just start giving away filament randomly. So, you know, who knows? Might just give away a spool or 2 here in the next few minutes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm excited to be shaving my head. I started growing out my hair in August of 2020. And that's actually when we started our was it when we started our YouTube channel? Was 2020? Or was it 2019? I don't know when we started it. Yeah, it was 2020 that we started it. And whatever. It was in August of 2020 when I said that I would not cut my hair until my back was fixed. I go in for an injection on Monday that is going to tell me whether we are going to be moving forward with radio frequency ablation, RFA, or we're going to cut me open and get some surgery. So, and because I'm leaving the country so soon, we can't do surgery anyways. So I'm going to call this good enough, and it's an amazing August 8th of 2020. How the heck do you remember that? August 8th of 2020. Well, that was very fast. That was cool. Russ with the 20 bucks. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, we will be live streaming when we shave my head. We're waiting for the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation to put into YouTube so you guys can donate right through there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I am kind of excited. Oh, it is on the YouTube page. Well, that's awesome. Glad I posted about it 3 years ago. Oh, that's when we started YouTube, was August 8th. So it's probably like August 16th of 2020. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to be shaving my head. Should be really, really weird because none of you have ever seen me with short hair. And pretty much everybody else in my life has only ever seen me with short hair. So it's kind of weird that now my hair's going to be long. It is long. It's going to be short. This here, because we're going to go ahead and do a drawing here in just a couple of minutes. We'll wait until 5:20 p.m. Then we'll do our first drawing. Hey, Steve builds 10 memberships. Thank you, sir. Chad got one. Tim P got one. Winslow Joy. K2 Kevin got one. George White. Dirt 3D Experiments. Filthy Phil. Ray Milliard and SP were all gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Oh, Renee as well was gifted a membership. Thank you guys for that. And Rick is here. Hey, Rick. How are things? How are things? And we don't know actually what the name of this color is going to be, but this is the Jessie's Elixir that we made at Printed Solid. I'm very excited to have this available. This camera keeps wiggling around. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay. My brother says, Grant, I don't know if everyone here knows the story if you want to tell it. Do you guys want to hear the story about my back? Do you want to know how I ended up getting hurt and why we decided to do this? It's up to you guys. $10 Canadian from Daniel Dislandis. Thank you. Appreciate it. That kind of stuff goes a long way. I greatly appreciate it, guys, because we have a lot of travel coming up, and it's going to be awesome. Awesome. Austin says no locks of favorite Patreon supporters. That's weird, and also technically a felony. You cannot ship human remains through the post office. Technically, I've learned that the hard way, but not the hard way. We were doing work with the Smithsonian, and the local post office was x-raying packages, and they saw the stuff that we were doing, and they came over to talk with us about it. It was the thing. They weren't very pleasant when they came over and talked with us. The microphone's glitchy? Is the microphone really... The microphone's never been glitchy. Is the microphone... It looks fine to me. Well, oh well. So I hurt my back April 9th of 2020. If you guys want to actually go back to the podcast episode that happened April 9th of this year, it's April 9th of 2023, I actually talk all about it. And I go through it in detail, but I hurt my back in a work-related injury from a previous employer. And the next few years have kind of been a little crazy, right? I was really unable to walk pretty much for about 8-9 months there. I had to use a cane for most of it. And yeah, it was very, very difficult. Oh, I'm clipping my microphone. Oh, well, I can just turn it down. There, that might help it out a little bit. But yeah, so I had a back injury. And when that happened, I kind of reached out to Brad, who's on our team. Brad is a Make-A-Wish recipient. Brad went through cancer when he was really, really young. And that's actually how I met Brad. Kind of, I was a coach for an FRC team. That's where I technically met Brad, but I really got to know Brad when Make-A-Wish reached out to us to help grant his wish. And yeah, I decided at that point that we weren't going to shave my head until my back was fixed. Little it was going to be over 3 years later that I could slowly start to get something done here. So it's been problematic to say the least, but hey, it's under my control now, so I can at least, you know, get things moving in the right direction. And then when Sanjay passed, we were the last people to kind of ever formally interview him on a video. And it was a very difficult phone call. I got a phone call before it was public from David from E3D letting me know that Sanjay had passed and that we're going to need to hold the video. And yeah, it was really tough. And when that happened and became public, I called Brad and I said, hey, they're going to set up a charity in his name. How do you feel about us donating my hair to some charity and then we raise money for the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation? Oops, I accidentally answered a call that I shouldn't have answered. That sucks. I'll just send it to voicemail. Sorry, somebody just called me and I thought I was just gonna check it, but that didn't work. Anyways, so I reached out to Brad and he said absolutely money to the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation because, well, they're a new charity. They're not massive like Make-A-Wish is. They're going to need the money to help people like us. So we decided that was the plan. And here we are. 3 years later, I still have never cut my hair. I have not put scissors to it at all in 3 years. I've actually saved a fair bit of money on haircuts, which is great. And it was not an extended warranty for my car. God, I wish it was. My car is old enough to drink. I would love an extended warranty on that thing. No, it was a client, and I will call them back. Most of my clients should know that I'm streaming right now. Maybe he doesn't. I wish I had another light pointing at that printer. Do I have another light handy? I guess I don't. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. All right, guys, make sure to get your entries in. We're going to give away the first spool here in just a minute. So get those in. And we're going to go ahead and get this in. Aqua SCP said I could steal the light. Those are way harder to get than you think. So we're not going to be doing that at the moment. But yeah, we're going to start giving away these rolls. We're going to start with one of them here. We're Remember, it is free shipping inside of the United States. I will be covering the shipping for that. But if you are not in the United States and you do still want this spool and you don't just want to give it to somebody else, I will work with you to get the shipping cost covered. I'll pay for, you know, some of it here in the States, but the rest of it you're going to have to deal with because I didn't sign up for international shipping. So yeah, all the shipping costs coming out of my pocket. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, all right. You guys filled out the form, right? Filled out the form? Great, because I am grabbing all the names from it. We're gonna spin. So, because I don't trust myself, and ND camera shooter, you are the last one that got in there. Because I don't trust myself not to accidentally dox people, I'm just going to do it on my laptop here, and you guys are just gonna have to assume that I didn't cheat it. So give me just a second here. How many times should we shuffle it? I'm gonna shuffle it, I don't know, 5 times. 5 times sounds good. This is just for one spool. There'll be more, don't worry. Let's spin the wheel. Stephen Randolph, are you related to Dave? Stephen Randolph, you have won some filament. Email me, youtube@3dmusketeers.com, with a screenshot to prove that that is your YouTube channel and your username. But it is Stephen Randolph. You are the winner of the first spool of filament. Yeah, it gives me an idea. For an additional disclaimer on that form, your YouTube username must be displayed on there. So yeah, Stephen Randolph, you're not really hilarious. Okay, well, Stephen, you have won. If we are somehow connected in a Discord channel, I am at 3D Musketeers on Discord. If you'd rather just DM me on Twitter, that's fine too. But if you can get to my Discord, DM me on Discord. If you can get to me on Twitter, hit me up on Twitter. If you can't do any of that, then, I don't know. We will figure it out. So let me do that. I will mark that we have a winner. Stephen Randolph is a winner. You are in the United States, so that is wonderful. Awesome. Cool. That's 1 down, 7 more to go. Yeah, I'm actually kind of really worried. So here's the fun thing. I have a passport. And my passport's with my long hair, so I actually like pulled my hair back for the passport photos. But I'm worried we're not going to allow Mr. Clean into certain areas. So I have to be really careful and just like say, hey, I shaved my head for charity. Here are some of me looking like an idiot because other people paid for it. Zombie said, it's a good form. Luckily, I still had the proofs for the math last stream. Hey, you know, it's always good to have that math around. Russ says, dude, t-shirt. Russ, I need that address. Do you know how to reach me? I need that address. I have it sitting here. I have an embroidered shirt. I got a t-shirt for you. I just need your address. And you guys can keep entering. So it's 1 entry per person. We will draw another name here in I don't know, in a little bit. We're going to draw a name in a bit. Everybody that entered is still entered in. If Stephen Randolph wins again, he ain't winning again. Somebody else can win. Karen451 asks, can I print a wig? Oh man, that would be hilarious. If I made a wig out of like TPU, that'd be funny. Mardini says, I have a massive goatee and looks super different on my passport and driver's license. They give you a second look, but all is good. Well, Mardini, I will trust you because you, sir, have a lot more than I do. So that's at least good to know because I don't want to, like, you know, get stuck. I'm hoping, like, I have to, like, at some point do, like some sort of, like, headbanging joke. I gotta get through, like, all the weird Florida man memes that I can think of that involve having long hair. But yeah, we're gonna be shaving my head at Smurf, so that is actually gonna be happening. Oh, it's gonna be really weird to not have any hair. I have bought beanies because it's going to be very cold where we're going. And I'm kind of worried about my head. Yeah, I'm worried. But that's going to be weird, growing hair back for like the next 6 months. I'm going to keep my hair short from now on because I'm kind of tired of being the one that clogs the drains. Amber needs to be the one that clogs the drains again, not me. Savvy Tech says, nah, not a wig. A predator mask with full hair. You know, hey. William Eskrin says, Harry Lion Grant using this elixir. Oh, man. So I have the mini Grant. I really should do that. That would be really funny. That would be really, really funny. Travis Albert says, raced sprint cars for 15 years, had 40 to 50-ish flipping crashes. Were you very good at racing? That seems like a lot of crashes for 15 years. I don't know if that's a lot of flipping crashes. That seems like a lot of flipping crashes to me. Anyways, woke up one morning with a bad back, could barely walk for 18 months, got a disc operation 20 years ago. Oh, it was free. Love Canadian Medicare. Yeah. So I have herniated discs, L4, L5, L5S1, S1, S2, and L3, L4. So it's that whole like lower lumbar. Basically, the small of your back is where most of my damage is. I have a couple of variations in the thoracic, but none of them are causing issues. And basically, the discs are effectively pinching the nerves so bad that I've lost most of the feeling that I had in my legs. I used to ride a bike a lot, and now I can't because feeling my legs is kind of weird. And it's a problem when you're driving. Thankfully, my left leg goes numb before my right leg, so at least I know my legs are going numb, and I can kind of pull over to the side of the road, get out of the car, and just try to wait for everything to return. But different positions damage my ability to feel. And honestly, I'm kind of tired of being in pain. It has really hurt the productivity of this business, not only the channel, but also my real business with 3D Musketeers, because it makes me less usable. I am in pain more often. There are days where I can't walk. There are days where it's like standing is going to hurt me right now, so I don't. Yeah, it's not a lot of fun. But thankfully, and this is really cool, the new doctor that I have is like super down with us filming. We've actually filmed most of my spine injections. We're going to be hopefully filming this latest one too. So if that's your kind of thing, you want to watch me get needles stuck into my spine, that'll probably be a video at some point. You know. So aquatic SCP says, I feel for Barnacles, dude. He's had debilitating back pain for like a decade now. Yeah. 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 Yeah, nerve pain is no joke. It's not. And like there are days where I can't move and I'm just crying. Right? There are just days where I remember the day after hurting myself where I couldn't really feel my legs. At the time, my GP was also a very close friend of mine, so I called his cell phone number. Now, that was April 9th. I will remind you, that is Easter weekend in the height of human malware. Quite literally the worst time to go to a doctor. He was super cool. He got me a prescription that Amber could go and pick up, and that was the only thing that was allowing me to get out of bed. The pain was so bad. I go to a chiropractor pretty much every week, and that helps for a few hours, but there's only so much that can be done because I'm under, like, my body's constantly stressed, and I'm always kind of compensating for the pain. So, yeah. I think Amber's behind because I think she just got to the thing where I talked about that Amber's gonna be clogging the drain. I think Amber's like maybe 10 minutes behind. But yeah, that was a thing. I don't know. It's gonna be weird to shave my head. My mom is gonna be very excited. She hates me having long hair. It is not her favorite thing in the world. And I also feel like it's going to end up being somebody from our Discord that ends up donating a ton of money just so they can like put Purusha Mafia on the side of my head or something like that. I'm debating how much of a troll people are going to be, the ones that end up needing to shave my head, if they put Bamboo's logo on and yet they have no relation to Bamboo, which I don't care about, to be very clear. I don't care. But I'm very curious to see if we're going to get, like, are we going to get, you know, is someone going to try to shave the outline of Sanjay into my head? Are they going to, you know, do SMF 2023 or something? I don't know. I don't know. Russ said he had 6 injections in 3 years. I had 5 injections in a year and a half, but then I haven't had anything since. I should have thought about where I put that seam. That sucks. The seam's right down, right up Jessie's chest. Oh well. Oh look, my internet's crapping out again. Fun times. Sorry if you guys are losing frames. Ain't nothing I can do about it. If I am for some reason cutting out for you guys, just refresh the stream. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my transmitter is on my left side, or my right side, but the pickup is on the right side. So maybe that will help. Yeah, I got to make a decision of what we do for the internet around here. If I do end up going to Starlink, we upgraded to a new router that lets us have a failover. So I might end up getting T-Mobile's 5G internet as a failover. So if Spectrum craps itself, you know. Anyways, it bothers me because it's like same thing with my back, right? It bothers me that I'm in pain because there's nothing I can do about it. The internet bothers me because there's nothing I can do about it. It's like I want to get enough like clout where I can build up a big enough group of people that want to make their own ISP. We make our own ISP and we give the middle finger to everybody in the area. That would be fun. You know. The network guy says avoid T-Mobile 5G, go Verizon. T-Mobile 5G is like $30 a month. Verizon's going to be like 60, 65, 70. And that's quite a bit. It's like the microphone having buffering issues, maybe Bluetooth reset. It's not Bluetooth. This is actually RF. It's a RF microphone. Yeah. So, need me to drive down Dia with a hotspot. It's hilarious. I can see that my audio is totally fine on my screen. I'm gonna turn down the dB. I bet that it's just too hot. Give me a second. Let's turn down the dB. All right. That is going to turn down the dB for you guys. So I physically turned down the dB of the microphone. So John says he'll pledge 20K for the ISP. And yes, the router has a SIM card in it. So it has a SIM slot. So we can just plug in a SIM chip and boom, we're good. Troy J asks if we are in a rural area. Yes, we are in a rural area. We are actually the last house on the line. Fun freaking times. So, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it was so much fun doing the filament stuff. So, I don't know if it was very obvious, but that video was filmed in 2 days. We did the look at the new extrusion line day 1. Day 2 was all about making filament, and actually ended up working out pretty well. It was a lot of fun. I was supposed to be the one that spooled the filament, but because Dave had such a hard time doing it himself, like he tried 4 or 5 times and he couldn't get it to work. He said, you know what, we're just gonna have Heather do it. I don't want it to keep failing because he said, we're losing yield. We lost a lot of yield in a lot of the mistakes. He said, I need to get some filament out of here. So, yeah. There's the thing. Craig Chicksburg said, wow, that's a red shirt. The Sony cameras really blow out red and orange. I don't know why, but this is a Sony a6000 that's doing that. So, sorry. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it is an ISP problem. Don't worry, we've been through this the entire time. But it was a lot of fun making this. So we were originally planning to go to Printed Solid to make a 3D Musketeers blue in PETG for the upcoming Politician, which I still haven't had time to work on in like 4 months because my life is going crazy. And we just had an emergency order come in that's going to be my life until we leave for Smurf. Like that's how much work this project is. And yeah, so it was supposed to be a custom blue. But then Dave said, you want to make elixir? I'm like, yes, I very much want to make elixir. He said, well, you can't choose the color. We need to make a silver. Are you cool with making silver elixir? I'm like, yeah, totally. I want to make elixir. He said, I will tell you everything, but you have to bleep it. He said, you can't have it in the video. I said, all right, that's no problem. So that's why you guys had the Jessies over the mouth and the random dog barks. So, yeah, fun times. I was so surprised with how little pigment that we needed to add to all of that material. I can't tell you how much material we added it to, but it was a lot of material. And that puck looked like dark gray. It was barely translucent. But then it came out looking like this. And that's just super, super weird. Super weird. The networking guy says, can I shave anime? You know what's into my head. No, we will require that what is shaved into my head is family friendly, because it's gonna be left for video. So the second day of Smurf, my head's gonna be all weird. That's gonna be all the videos in there are gonna be doing it. So, yeah. Nova Silsko is saying, semi-related, I love the Jessie transition spools. Great price for good quality stuff if you don't mind getting a random mixture of colors. I try to get it whenever I need to make orders. I'm like, all right, based on the things that I know, they run about a 6-hour shift for filament. So they run a 12-hour day. So I gotta get it at like the right time to make it happen. I've only gotten it a few times. I love the transition spools. And they're a lot of fun to print with because, yeah, it's like, who cares? If it's a really cool color, I kind of put it with the cool colors. But if it's not like a very special color for some reason, then it doesn't happen like that. All right, guys, make sure you get your entries in. We're going to do another drawing here at 5:40. So get your entries in. How many entries do we have so far? I can see 122 entries. Which is funny, because I think that's less than viewers. We have 100 viewers. Funny. Crabwire says, it's a shame you couldn't autograph a spool to the winner. Yeah, so I spooled 2 spools. Those I both signed, but then we had other filming we needed to do. If you guys really want, I'm happy to, like, I'll sign the bag, but I don't want to crack the bag open, because then I can't guarantee, you know, the quality of the filament when it gets to you. Yeah, I mean, I can sign the bag if you'd like. If that's something you guys would like me to do, I'm happy to sign the bags. That is no big deal. It's totally fine. Andrew Rogers says, Jessie is what I've pretty much standardized on for PLA. Always consistent, good quality, and priced well. Yeah, right? It's like $20 to $23 a kilo for PLA and PETG respectively. It's made in America with legit stuff. Like, it's not some random mix of 11 herbs and spices. You all saw exactly what goes into even making the elixir. It's PLA and TPU in a very proprietary formula that I can't tell you. And that's it. That's all that goes into it. Dave has never, you know, lied about where he gets his raw materials from. We talked about it last year about their raw materials. And it's super, super cool. Super cool. Networking guy says, if I win, you crack that baby open and sign it, I'll dry it later. Yeah, so everyone that does win, you'll have to email me with proof that it is your channel, that it is your channel name, or you can DM it to me on Twitter, or you can send it to me on Discord if we are connected there as well. I don't particularly care how you do it. Karen says, if I win, can I collect it from you at Smurf? Karen, I don't have an answer to that. I don't know if I'm going to have space in my bags to do that. So I'm only bringing 1 checked bag. So I don't know if I'm going to have space for an extra kilogram when I only have 23 kilos to pack for more than a couple of days. We are going to Europe for more than a couple of days. I don't want to disclose how long we're going for just for security reasons. But suffice to say, expect about 4 terabytes worth of raw footage to be filmed when we're there. I think I've made a public report, but we are going to be going to Prussia as well. I'm like 85% of the way there going to the UK. I am, of course, going to Prussia as well. The networking guy says, I'll send the bamboo decryption key to prove it's me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Guys, I will give you another 60 seconds to get in on this next one. You have 60 seconds. So at 5:41, I'm going to draw the next person. Remember, this is for USA free shipping. If you are outside of the continental United States, you are responsible for shipping if you want it. If you would rather give it back into the pool, we'll put it back into the pool, and that's it. Nova Silsko says, so wait, do I have to rerun the form each time? Nope, it stays in. I recopy the names out of the form. So yeah, it's really, really simple process. All right, we're gonna draw here in just a second. I'm gonna grab the names. How many entries we got now? We have 131 entries. Can I not paste that big? Oh, I don't know if I can paste that big. Copy. Paste. Oh, Okay, there it goes. Woo! All right. How many times should we shuffle? I don't know. We're going to shuffle like, I don't know, 6, 7 times. I don't know. That sounds good. All right. Let's roll it. Sorry, I'm using my laptop for this because I don't want to randomly dox people accidentally. So just going to do it from my laptop. My fam is the winner. Is my fam in the chat? Because you must be present in the chat to win. My fam, are you in the chat? Let's find out. Let's find out. My fam, are you there? My fam is there. All right, we have ourselves a winner. My fam, you heard the instructions. Reach out to me. You can email me, youtube@3dmusketeers.com. Or, you know, DM me somewhere. Where are you? Did I miss your freaking... Where is your name in my list? Ah, got him. You were number... Oh, man, you were right at the end. Good job. Hey. You got it. Nice. So that is spool number 2 taken care of. Stephen Randolph and my fam, do you guys want me to like crack the spools and sign them, or do you want to? You know what? I'll talk to you guys in email. We'll do that. We will do that. So, yeah, it was fun. I told Dave, now I know how to make elixir. Now I'm gonna make my own elixir. He's like, good luck getting the master batch, and he's right. That's actually the hardest thing about this. So the process that I started with Dave to make our own custom filament started 6 months ago. So it's kind of crazy that it's taking this long. But hey, that's life sometimes. Where is my stats? I need my stats. Yeah, we've had dude sign the shrink. Unless asked otherwise. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They want a lock of hair with the filament. No, that's weird. Not doing that. I was like, how does chat know? It was super behind. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I would totally make filament again. OMG Frankie's asking about how the XL is treating me. I am kicking a bag down below me. I'm really enjoying it. The XL has been a phenomenal machine. Oh, and my camera stopped. No one told me that camera stopped. Hold on. Let's unstop it. There you go. See? There, it's good. We're good. It's the camera. It's not the printer. The printer's fine. The printer is still moving. I've really been enjoying the XL. It's been a really, really good machine. Yeah. Andrew Ryder says Grant's great. No, I want it to be called Silver Fox. I want the color to be called Silver Fox. I don't think Dave's gonna do it, But I think if enough of us bother him, maybe we can convince him that it should be called Jesse's Elixir Silver Fox, or Jesse's Silver Fox Elixir. That's what I want it to be called. People are asking what I am printing. I am printing Jessie. This is the printed solid test model. It's a dog. It's Jessie. We have 6 more spools to give away, so stay tuned. Those are coming up. But yeah, it's a Jessie dog. And yeah, everything is so reasonably priced at printed solid. Like, they're not, okay, I know I'm wearing their shirt. They did technically give me this filament under the agreement that we would give most of it away. They are not paying me to say this. I want to be very clear. They did not pay me to come to their factory. We were able to make a custom filament, or, you know, this custom color without any expenses, which is very cool, and I'm incredibly thankful to do it. But they are not paying me to say this. I firmly believe that printed solid is some of the best material that you can get for the money in the United States, period. I've tried hundreds of different brands of filament, ones from abroad, ones from here made in the States, and I've tried ones from companies that don't exist anymore. And most filament is pretty much the same. The colors are what separate them, right? Polymaker has their Starlight series, which is gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Printed Solid's gonna have the Elixir series, and they have some really heavy glitters like the Limer Green, Goldwinter glitter. Those are gorgeous colors with a ton of glitter in them. And yeah, the quality is really good. And Heather could be grinding your spool. And Heather's just so awesome. Heather's super cool. That one guy says, do you happen to remember who it was that swapped a Revo nozzle into their bamboo? It can pretty much be everybody, because now the Panda Revo exists. And it is from BQ, where you are able to just, it's a flat out replacement that fits a Revo heater core. It's awesome. He says that as his bamboo is sitting underneath his desk. That's the thing. Sorry, I've got some things going on. All right. Oh yeah, and the galaxies. I love galaxies. Actually, one of my favorite colors, and it's not from Printed Solid. I love the Starry Night from Atomic. But I love Brad's Orange. Brad's Orange is an amazing color. It's my favorite color from Printed Solid. However, a very, very close second, I always have it around, is the Design White. It's a white filament that doesn't suck because it has a small amount of gray in it. And that small amount of gray really, really helps to make it less crappy printing. So, yeah. Pezlis says to ask Zombie. Curious about the Revo from the bamboo. Yeah, it's called the Panda Revo. It's from BQ, and that will let you hook up a Revo directly to a bamboo. So, yeah. Pretty sweet. We will be doing that at some point. I've got the bamboo. It's under me. Actually, the bamboo's underneath the table. I have the boards for it, but we are not going to be able to get to the stream for the bamboo until after we get back. So we'll make sure to get to that after we get back. 3D Experiment says, wait, which one is the white again? It is Design White. Design White. It is amazing. It is amazing. I love Design White. Aquatic SCP says GST 3D White doesn't suck because all of GST filament has been atrocious for me. Also, they lie. They say their filament's made in America. It is not made in America. In fact, I have been to their facility. There's nothing there. I went to their location in Miami. Nothing was there. Locked doors. But it is not made in America. It is re-spooled in America. And I hate that they say that, because I really do hate that. Awesome says, I miss the cardboard spools, the metal center. I do too. Those spools are awesome. They don't work inside of a bamboo, which I know is a big thing for a lot of people. These new ones do. But they're harder to assemble, right? Dave had to build an entire machine for it. And it was a really cool thing. But his supplier could not keep up with the demand that he was producing at his facility, so he had to go to something else. So, yeah. Polyterra cotton white is one of the best white films in existence. Prove me wrong. Absolutely, because Polyterra is not PLA. It is PLA and a PHA blend that I'm aware of. Polyterra has really, really, really bad layer adhesion. Actually, it's worse than most silks, in my personal opinion. I like the soft touch feeling of it, but design white is my go-to white. I'm sorry. I will accept no arguments. If you haven't tried design white, you have to try it. It is a great color. Replace the white, the terrible, heavy on the titanium dioxide white that you likely use right now with design white, and see how much you've been missing out on. It's amazing. And yes, Nova, the bamboo under the table is the one that was donated. It used to be on a chair in front of the table, but my brother took that chair for his girlfriend so she could have a new desk chair. So now it's under my table. He put it there. So, yeah. Nova says, I have a spool of white PETG that looks like petrified mayonnaise, and I hate that. I hate the way that you described that. That's a terrible way to describe it. Project in Dad's Garage. Who makes design white? These guys right here, printed freaking solid. Guys, make sure to enter the giveaway. We're going to be doing another drawing in just a few minutes. Like the stream if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't as well. We're going to be giving away some more material. We got 2 spools given away. We got 6 more to go. And you must be present, read the rules, and everything like that. We good over there? The up and down motion of it when the nozzle goes back to the print is such a weird noise. It's a really, really weird noise, but we've got 18 minutes left. At 18 minutes left on Jessie. Then we'll switch to the top down so I can really show you guys the print. I am a big, stupid dummy. And the seam is right on the chest there. That's on me. Christopher Elliott is asking what my opinion on printed solids quarter white compared to design white. If you are doing something that needs to be white that is not a lithophane, design white every single time. If you are doing a lithophane, that is what quarter white was specifically designed for. It is designed for lithophanes. There you go. RC Maniac says, it's good Dave got a new line for this. At ERF 2022, he said he wasn't planning on getting a 3rd line. Well, he wasn't a year ago, and I don't believe that line is specifically for Elixir. So, yeah. Christopher Bureau is asking how I can switch during the stream. I just click a button and it changes the camera. So, yeah. I've got multiple cameras here. There's a camera up here. There's a camera right here that is watching the printer. There's a camera right there. There's technically a camera on top of my television as well. I don't know if that one's actually plugged in, but there's a camera on top of the television. Some upcoming streams, and I want to see if you guys would watch this, but I need to build a shelf here. So there's a bunch of space on my wall, and it's vertical space right above my laser cutter. There's a laser right here. I need to build a shelf up there where I can put some stuff. Because like right now my laser has become a storage place, and that's not how lasers should go. But I am debating on streaming that. I built the entire rack that everything is on right now. It's all made out of wood, and I built it myself. Back when I used to do a lot of woodworking. And I am debating on getting more into woodworking again. And I don't know if you guys would want to watch streams where I'm doing woodworking. So, yeah. Oh, Christian Bureau says switch the seam on the print. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant in the video. Yes. Yeah, the seam up front is totally my fault. I didn't click on the backside. Yeah, that's on me. My bad. All right. 1 more minute, then we're going to be drawing for the next ones. If you haven't entered, please go ahead and enter. I heard a noise. Are we good? We're good. All right. If you haven't entered, please enter. We're going to be drawing once again. If you already entered, don't enter again. There's no need. Zombie says, I want to see you work your wood. Well, it's Home Depot's wood first, then it becomes my wood. I'm going to try to get Insta360 to sponsor some streams because I want to try their Link webcam that will track me because like I have to go in and out of my garage to do this stuff. So, yeah. About to start the lower jaw. Are we working on the same project? It seems like someone's working on the same project. All right, we're going to refresh on my side, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw the names. All right. Let's get these names. 149 entries. 149 entries. Wow. All right, we're going to shuffle 7 times. And do we get a drum roll? Is that what I'm supposed to say? I'm supposed to say drum roll, please. Go away. I don't care about your change log. Drum roll, please. Let's spin for a winner. We got Schmidty. Schmitty. I'm assuming it's Schmitty. S-H-M-I-D-T-E-Y. Are you in the chat? Are you in the chat? Yeah, there were 150 entries. And we only have 60 likes. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Gotta figure that one out. Schmitty is there. Schmitty, you know. I'm assuming it's Schmitty. Schmitty? I don't know, man. You know how to reach me. Email me YouTube at 3dmusketeers.com. Slide into those DMs on Twitter, or if you are on Discord and you can find me, you can at me on Discord. Slide into those DMs over there as well. All right, that's spool number 3. We're almost halfway there, which means we're almost living on a prayer, but you can't sing the song because that's how we get demonetized. See, I'm not as cool as Steve. I don't have like a ton of people helping. Steve Builds is much cooler than me. I'm really surprised it took Steve as long as it did to get to 10K. Steve, if you're not subscribed to Steve Builds, go subscribe to Steve Builds because he facilitated the fact that I have a form that actually works. So, I like that. We do have 5 more spools to give out, so if you haven't gotten one yet, make sure you enter. There's a pinned comment. It's in the description as well. We're going to be giving away filament. I am excited. We've got 12 minutes left on Jessie. Then we'll take a look at Jessie. Arsemanic says, I haven't seen a video yet, but as Dave said, if Elixir will get international shipping, lots of Oz friends miss Elixir. I don't know. Dave did not discuss that with me personally, so I don't know. Freaking Troy J giving me crap. Speaking of Steve Builds, when will the Trident be? I don't know, but I apparently need to bother Steve Builds for it. Huh? Actually, the Trident has to wait until after the bamboo is fixed, because I said that a bamboo would print all of my parts for the Trident, and my second bamboo couldn't freaking do it. So we have the replacement parts for the third bamboo, which was given to us basically by a fan, because it was very broken, and they wanted us to fix it, and I can keep it. So if we can get that one to work, then we will print the parts. If we can't get it to work, then most likely the Prusa XL will have to pick up the slack. I did buy that third-party enclosure for it. That was like $130 from AliExpress. It looks like it will fit with about 8 or 9 millimeters of clearance to my ceiling in my office. Because of course the XL is not always going to live out here. This is a terrible spot for a printer like this because it is hot in Florida. Actually, let me check. My temperature sensor should have been over here. Where the heck did I put my temperature? My temperature sensor was always on this rack. Hello, temperature sensor. It's not even about how hot it is. It's very, very humid. It's very humid. Walking back. Yeah, it is at least 70% ambient humidity. It's been raining the past 2 days, so it's at least 70% ambient humidity in here. Zombie says I'll have to print your parts. Nah. FJ Print says, why do the views on the stream drop every time there's a giveaway? Because people don't want to wait. 3D Musketeers says Chris Elliott. Have you been keeping up with Slant's 3D tangled filament attempt to get the $10 kilo spools? I have. I don't care. I know that's like I'll try it, but there's only so much where you can start pushing the boundaries for cheap material before it starts to become a problem. And when you start really pushing the boundaries for how thin you can have your margins, and you force yourself to play a volume game, and you don't get the sales that you need, you run into massive problems with being able to sell inventory, right? For Slant to be able to make $10 a kilo rolls, they're going to have to run 3 shifts a day and run the same color all the time, because any amount of purging or cleaning out is going to be a problem. They're going to run into labor costs. They're going to run into extrusion line costs. They're going to run into like electricity and storage costs. These are all things that are going to get in the way of $10 a kilo filament. It's just not possible. Like, companies out of China struggle to get $15 a kilo. Why do they think they can make it $10 a kilo here in the States? Now, to be fair, I know Slant very well. They've actually stolen a client from me because they were 1/10 my price. These were parts that were like 900 grams each. They were 4-day prints on Core XY machines. Okay, there's a lot of heavy detail in them. I asked around $600 for a piece because it needed to be printed, the support had to be removed, you had to clean up the parts, and the client requested a clear coat, so I had to spray it. Slant did it for $70. $70 freaking dollars, which is crazy. Ricky Denatale? I'm gonna get that wrong. Denatale? Sure, we'll go with that. Says, who makes design white? It is printed solid. Let's see, can this camera focus? Oh, that camera froze anyways. That camera always freaking freezes. I don't know why we have that problem. Deactivate, reactivate, boom, it's back. That is design white. Design white is a really awesome color. It is a white with a very, 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 very slight amount of gray in it. That is the only thing you need to know about design white. It is a great color otherwise. But yeah, I don't think that Slant's ever going to be able to get it down to $10 a kilo unless they're selling it at cost. I don't see it happening. So, yeah. Yeah, it's called design white, Rick. They will not buy railcar commitments. They will not hit it. Yeah, that's fair. You're going to have to buy like rail cars. Dave buys by the Gaylord, I believe. Which is it's a box pallet, basically, is what a Gaylord is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they buy by the Gaylord. So, yeah. And as Zombie says, I prefer a known, good, trusted filament with a good infrastructure behind it, and that's what printed solid is, right? But yeah, if you don't know the filament well and it's under $20 a kilo, maybe think twice. Maybe think twice. Maybe think twice. So this Jessie is printed with 0.25 millimeter layers as well. So we'll see how good, because you can't hide print problems from silk filament. If you have any ringing, any whatever, it is all obvious. My phone just lit up. Why the hell did my phone just light up? Oh. Ha. Crap. I told them to call me before 5 and they didn't. That sucks. I will call them back another day. Oh well. 200, wait. That's 4 zeros with 22, right? Yeah. 220,000 pounds per car, or 75,000 pounds per tanker car. Real PLA is over $2 a pound. Yeah. So when you're spending $4 to $5 a kilo cost, and that's before your machinery, your labor, your amortization, the spools and everything like that, you got nothing. Oh, cool. They left a voicemail. All right. Oh, well. You like PrussiaSolid.com filament. That's a good one. Printed Solid is awesome. Yes, they are. When this Jessie finishes in 5 minutes, we will draw the next spool of filament. Actually, you know what? Let's draw one now. Screw it. When it hits 6:06 p.m., I'm going to draw another one. So if you haven't gotten your entries in, get your entries in. Get them entries in. I will say, though, there are some times where the 3D Printing Deals Twitter will have filament for like $8 to $10. And now that I have multi-material printer, I am buying cheap-ass filament because cheap-ass filament makes for great support material. You have like a PETG part with PLA support. It's awesome. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to refresh the stream, or refresh giveaway form, and then we're going to go ahead and get this one done. Only 157, only like 6 more people than last time. Guys, what's going on? Where's y'all apparently just don't want free filament, I guess. Oh, that was the wrong keyboard. I hit the wrong keyboard. Let me just make sure that I have this copied correctly. All right, we're gonna shuffle, I don't know. Oh yeah, the camera froze. Every time I touch the table, the camera freezes. God, these cheap capture cards really suck. Do you have more than 2 cameras plugged in? No, I don't think so. I might, but it shouldn't be an issue. We checked. We checked. It's not a bandwidth thing. It's likely this USB hub that I have. So, yeah. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get the draw. Let's get the draw. USB buses don't like 2 or more on the same chipset. I have no clue on this PC what is and isn't. So, who do we got? Elf310. 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 Are you in the chat? Is Elf310 in the chat? Elf310. You are there. Awesome. That means you get a spool of filament. Nice. Let's find your name in this list. Got it. Sweet, sweet. All right. Now we are living on a prayer. 4 more to go. 4 more to go. And this print is going to be done in like 60 seconds. Which is going to be awesome because then I don't need this camera anymore. And I'm pointing at this camera right here. RC Maniac says, I remember Dave telling me at Earth 2023 that they found a supplier at Rapid 2022 for Elixir, and the supplier offered a free sample of 2 Gaylords. Yeah, when you're looking at buying industrial levels of stuff, companies are willing to give you industrial level samples. So, it's a fun one. Now we have 156 people entered and only 104 likes on this video. That's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Smith asks if I've tried any of the filament with a colored core and transparent around it. I have not. I have not. We don't go too crazy with our filament. Like, we have the companies we buy from. Printed Solid for the day-to-day stuff. 3DX Tech for the exotics. Atomic if I want, like, a specific color or a specific thing. You know, but otherwise... And Polymaker, of course, when they have good sales. But yeah, like, I've tried enough companies where it's like, I like what I like, and it's good. There it is. XL's done. Oh God, I'm stepping on a bag. All right. Don't go down. All right, well, I am gonna do that. Because now I gotta get Jessie off the XL. Beautiful print on that printer, by the way. Take the little nose string off. Actually, we'll take the nose string off with a blowtorch. Florida man style. And yes, I have a blowtorch. You don't? Let that cool down for a second. Then we'll take a look at it. And the Gaylord is only 700 kilos. That's a fair bit of filament. That's a fair bit of filament. Nova Silsco says, I'm curious to see once the XL troubles are behind it, how fast people can push it. I have run into a problem with that. If you try to go over 5,000 millimeters per second squared of acceleration, the XL will have problems. It can't accelerate faster than that. And I've tried on like travel moves to accelerate travel at like 7,500. Doesn't work. If I try to go faster than 500 on travel, it seems to get angry and it crashes. Thankfully, it's really easy and fixes itself and I don't have to worry about it, which is a benefit and why I like the XL, because I don't have to deal with it. It just friggin' works. And at least for my business, that kind of stuff is worth it. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. That is very much not cold enough for me to do that. 5K is nothing for a Core XY. I understand that, and it could be because I have the crash detection turned up. I don't really care. Most hot ends are not going to see any benefit beyond 7,500 to 10,000. So there's no point in accelerating faster than that. You're just adding heat into the motors, which degrades them over time, especially if you have a heated chamber. If your motors stay at a hot temperature for a long time, you start to have issues with your bearings, with your magnets, with the freaking enamel on the copper wire. All of that can be a problem. Now, will they adjust that later on? Maybe, but I've never had it be a problem for me. 5K is more than enough. I never ran my Bamboo more than 5K. Because when you start running the machines faster than 5K, you start seeing all these different issues. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And some people get very butthurt about certain things. I don't know. You either like Prusa or you don't. I am upset that it took so long. There are some of the things that I understand, but I don't know. I know that Prusa had delays due to like beta testing and changes and all that, and I can respect that. There does become a certain point where it's like, all right, enough's enough. Enough's enough. Hector's asking if I plan on giving the Mark IV a try at some point. Yes. Yes, we will be giving the Mark IV a try at some point. All right, print is finished. Gonna go to home. Oh, are we already cold? No. Or does this stuff just stick really, really well to this build plate? It might just stick really, really, really well to this build plate. All right. I added a big brim onto Jessie just in case, so I'm gonna go peel the brim off real quick. But I added a big brim on it because I didn't want the print to fall over midstream, because that would obviously be a bit of a problem. So let's take a look at input shaping on a Prusa XL. This is a modified profile. I am moving it faster than stock, but you know, that's okay. And this is 0.25 millimeter layers. So let's enhance. And let's do that as well. So you guys can see the Z-seam because I'm an idiot and it runs right up the front of Jessie. But the rest of that model looks absolutely beautiful. I can see the artifacts in the STL. That's insane. I can see the tessellating in the STL. I don't see any perceivable ringing. Obviously, I got to work on my retractions a little bit. There's a little bit of scarring from the retractions. But that's pretty damn good for the money. I'm very happy with that print, considering this is a bad spool of filament that definitely has issues in its diameter. It is printing marvelously. Marvelously. That's a beautiful part and a beautiful color. Not bad for an hour and 20 minutes. That's nothing. Nothing. Give you a size comparison. There's a benchy. Hour and 20 minutes for the difference total. Zombie says solid. You mean printed solid. I'm sorry, I needed to do that. That was a requirement. Yeah, really, really pretty print. Hilariously, no Z-seam up the back. I'm guessing, yeah, okay, so there's a Z-seam behind the legs. Might be tough to see. But there's a Z-seam behind the legs. And of course, right up the front of the chest, like a big dummy, I did that. So this is 0.25 millimeter layers with a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. That is damn good. That is damn good for the money. Man. I have no clue what Jessie's Elixir is going to cost. So I have no clue what the final retail price on this is going to be. I am hoping that it's not too bad, but there you go. That is Jessie's Elixir. Can I get, how close can I get before we start to, let's see how close we can get before it starts to blur. Oh yeah, we can get that close. So you can see there are some very, very small VFAs on it, but it's freaking silk, man. It's freaking silk. You can't hide crap. Yeah, there's your Z-seam, Grant. You can't hide crap from silk filament. You can see the layer lines because it's 0.25 millimeter. It's beautiful. Pretty damn good. Look at those overhangs on the chin there. Real, basically dead nuts on, man. No complaints from me. That's retraction. I got to work on that. That is something that I have to work on for sure. Yeah, look at the shine, man. Look at the freaking shine. Let's see if I add some light from my phone if I can give. And my phone light's not very the right white. It's a bad white. All right. We're gonna zoom back out. That's a little close. All righty. All right. Let's do the next spool. What do you guys say? 6:20 in 2 minutes. Get your entries in. We will do the next spool. Oh, I'm in the way. Ha. All right, this camera can go away because it is absolutely going to be in the way here. I'm excited. I'm excited for this material. I really do like it. If you are looking to get some free filament, you have a chance to win. Just fill out the form at the top. Up to 162. I don't have any other models than this that I can print. Although, wait, did I put the Bonkers Benchy on here? I bet I did. Dang. Oh, I did. I did print a Bonkers. Haha, I have a Bonkers Benchy. Should we do it? Yeah, F it. Whatever. Let's do a Bonkers Benchy. I don't know where it's going to print, but we'll do Bonkers Benchy. Whatever, because why not? That means I got to put the freaking camera back now. jeez. Gotta put the damn camera back now. Hold on, I gotta put the camera back. Dad's gotta put the camera back, everybody. It's gonna be somewhere up there. Okay. All right. I'm gonna refresh one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab the list. Shuffle it, I don't know. A few times. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. And spin to win. Hey, Russ. Hey, Russ. Russ, I hope you're in the chat. Russ, I really hope you're in the chat. Because Russ, if you're in the chat, you just want a spool of filament. Russ, are you in the chat? Come on, Russ. Come on. Come on, Russ. Yes! That's right. Russ, you won. You won a spool. That's so awesome, dude. Congrats. I'm so excited for that. Russ gets a freaking spool. Let's go. I'm like, I know Russ sometimes just comes in, says hi, and leaves. I hope he's still here. Good job, Russ. My brother says, I identify as Russ. Jonathan, I have a spool for you. You're fine. All right. I grabbed the friggin' thing. All right, let's, we live? Okay, we are live. Great. I don't know where it's gonna be printing the benchy. I assume somewhere over there. So, I don't know, we'll figure it out. We're gonna do a bonkers benchy. All right, I see we got a few more entries while we were doing that. I want the likes to hit the amount of entries we have. That'd be freaking sweet. Wink, wink. Hint, hint. Subscribe if you haven't. Mad Cat says the entire chat pulls a Spartacus and replies there, Russ. Whoa, dude. Yeah. I'm so excited Russ won. Russ has been a channel supporter for so long. Russ is like one of the first supporters we've ever had. So the random numbers got him. What are we? Oh, we're heating up. I don't know the process that the XL goes through to do everything. So I always wonder what it's going to do because I haven't like learned its steps yet. It looks like we're going to be printing somewhere over there. Oh, it's too much. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I hope that's where it's going to print. Where are you going to print the damn benchy? That's the other thing. It doesn't tell me where it's going to print the model. That would be cool. But it doesn't tell me. Some shmoo on the build plate. No big deal. Yeah, let's do a bonkers benchy in a limited edition filament because why the hell not? Let's do it. 12 freaking minute benchy. I've never done this model before, by the way. I've never ran this file. Baloo, we got 3 rolls of filament left. 3 rolls left. Not normal for me to win anything, Russ says. Well, today's your lucky day, Russ. And don't worry, this color will be available on Printed Solid. This is a color they're going to stock. Right, it has to poop along the edge. It's kind of weird. Okay, it is right there. Sweet. Nice. You guys get to see a bonkers benchy. I gotta make sure that first layer looks okay. That first layer's freaking butter, man. Like, I have to look over like, oh, what if the first layer's okay? It's a Prusa. Of course the first layer's okay. Yeah, not a damn is given. It's sending it. 12-minute benchy. Super cool. Super freaking cool. Here. There you guys go. Yeah, the XL nozzle prime routine actually normally poops out a little bit of filament down here. It's actually nice. You can just pull off the little poop. Now, I don't know how good this is going to look. To be totally honest with you guys, I have no idea how good this is going to look. Because, yeah. Russ said, by the way, oh, we had his birthday, but it's blocked the number. It's a 7. I can see the first one's a 7. 76 on Saturday. Hey, happy birthday. Everybody wish Russ a happy birthday in the chat. Wish that man a happy birthday. Man, that thing is flying. That thing is freaking flying. All right. Let's do another one. Let's give away another spool. Let's get our list here. Let me refresh it. We have 170 entries. Wrong friggin' mouse, Grant. Got 2 mice, 2 keyboards. All right, we're gonna hit the shuffle quite a few times. Let's see who we get. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Hey, Ajax. I can see you. You want spool filament? You want a spool filament, Ajax? You want a spool of filament there, Ajax? You want a spool of limited edition filament, Ajax? Yeah? Hey, you want one? Great, because you want it. It's you, buddy. You got it. You got that spool. Trevor, hashtag rigged. Ajax, buddy, you got it. Congrats, dude. These are like people that are always in my chats, so I'm really excited about that. Like names that I recognize. Ajax, when did you enter? Ajax was number 23 to enter, for reference, just so everyone knows. Nice job, Ajax. I looked away for like 2 minutes and that benchy's like halfway through. Let's, Man. That thing is just chooching. It's just chooching. That's the wrong button. There we go. So cool. That benchy is just moving. I don't think this is Speedboat Race approved. I don't think it is. It might be. It's from the latest firmware. I'm told to check my phone. Okay, I'm gonna check my phone. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, hey, we're gonna put some random Victoria merch in there. I'll give you, I don't know, put a pin or some stickers or something in with the filament. So there you go. Enjoy. This is the Prusa XL. It says it right on the thing there. You see it says Prusa XL? Yeah. It is in 2 feet perimeters. Okay. All right. If it's a 0.6, it doesn't count for the speedboat race. Okay. I didn't think that it does, but I mean, it's pretty cool. And it's bonkers benchy, not bonker benchy. Bonkers benchy. It is 44% complete already. That is friggin' nuts, man. Oh. I enjoy this, man. Being a content creator is so much fun. Is it 0.25 layer? I actually have no idea. It's pre-sliced G-code, so I'm actually not sure how I can check. It looks like it might be 0.25. Yeah. You could say it's bonkers. Yes, I could say it's bonkers. I love how my brother signed me up to give away more stuff. Hybrid robotics is the first time I've seen an XL doing something. We just ran this print off of it. I printed with it when we built it live. I've been running my XL pretty much non-stop since I got it. It's great. It's a great printer. It is not without its flaws. It is not without its flaws. You have to run the alpha input shaper firmware. It is not. It is much more refined with that latest firmware. I saw the video about the tool heads not being aligned and all that, so that's something I need to look into. I think something that people are messing up, and I don't know if it's a design issue. Oh, he sent it to me privately so I can make the decision myself. Well, I'm still going to do it now. So there's only one screw that holds each of the tool head mounts in place. You have to rip on those screws to get them to be tight. I would love to see a second screw. Like in a V2, it would be great to have a screw on like the top side as well. I don't know if it's possible. But you know, some sort of an update where we can have more than one attachment point. I think that's where the bulk of the problems come in. That people aren't properly tightening those back brackets. Because I torqued mine down till I got at least 3 Uggy Duggies out of it. You feel me? Baloo says there's so much drama around the XL. Everyone seems to find something that is wrong with it just to make a video. I mean, people would say the same thing about me with Bamboo, right? Everybody's experience is a little bit different. And if they are having issues, I want them to talk about their issues. If they're not having issues, I want them to show off cool prints. I'm not going to have a chance to make a video with this thing before we go, most likely. Although I might just make one fast. But like, it's been really good. I've been dealing more with issues with bed adhesion. And in fact, don't use an impact driver. When we go to Prusa, I'm going to buy a smooth sheet. I've never used a satin build plate before, so I don't have experience using it. So I want a smooth sheet. So I'm going to buy a smooth sheet when we go to Prusa. Dennis Carver says, love ads and live streams. Thanks. You should click them. Appreciate that. It's how we pay the bills around here. You know, actually, they don't pay the bills. They don't even pay for half of our editor for the month. But hey, it gets me somewhere. So, yeah. Nova says, I'm always afraid to wrench out on the screws threaded into aluminum. Aluminum turns into butter when you least expect it. These are a little bit different. If you go through it, you'll know. But they use a lot of the parts, like this is a steel part. They use a lot of steel parts in it, which could have a galvanic corrosion problem. I don't know. But yeah. As Ajax says, it does have its own niche. There's a big niche around the XL. For me personally, I wanted multi-material. That was what I needed. It's what I wanted. And now that I have it, I've been using the crap out of it. But yeah, I've been having issues with bed adhesion. I think it's got something to do with the fact that it's outside in Florida. There's no insulation in here. Technically, it's unair conditioned. When I'm not out here, I turn off the air conditioner because it's too expensive to leave it running. And it's damp, right? All of those work against me. Karen said the tool holders fit into the aluminum profile. They shouldn't move it fitted correctly. Yes, but the screw that it screws into, I'm fairly certain is steel. But yeah, you have to really, really tighten those down. Julie Hadley says, I'd love multi-material Prusa or Prusa period, but I can't spare that much money. That is a problem. There is a Prusa tax associated with buying Prusa printers. They are more expensive than DIY. They are more expensive than a kit They are more expensive because they come with everything that Prusa comes with. Education, you're supporting printables, you have the 1-year warranty, 24/7 customer support via chat. That's very, very helpful. Yeah, I'm okay with paying the Prusa tax because as a business, I need it to work. You might be, you might not be. Also, they own Printed Solid. Hilarious. Oh yeah, the that top tower's coming in. So yeah, let's switch to that real quick. Mark Dini says it is the Apple of the 3D printing industry. No, I would say that Bamboo is the Apple of the 3D printing industry, and that Prusa is Android. I would argue that pretty successfully, I think. All right, let's see how this does, because the smokestack is where the rubber meets the road. And no, the table is moving that the camera is on. It's not the printer. The camera's not on the same table as the printer. Jose Calan says, people might be more harsh on the XL because the price is way higher. And they should be. They should be. They should be. I would be. There's no reason not to be. But I think a lot of people should know that historically, I go to the wrong camera every time. Historically, Prusa, not exactly known for having the best of launches, right? Prusa often stumbles on the launch, and I want them to fix that. How far are you going to go down? It's fine. I can get it. How far are you going to go down? Okay, good. Great. I'm going to have it park the... I was going to peel the benchy off. I can't peel the benchy off because it's going to tear the layers. Yeah, give me a second. We'll get a close-up of it. But yeah, there you go. That's the doggo. While we're waiting for that to cool down, guys, go ahead and get entered in. We're going to do another drawing here. I'm going to do another drawing. So if you haven't gotten your entry in, go ahead and get your entry in. Ajax says, if you win too, Justin, just have him send both ours together. Hilarious. All right. Whoop. Let's go ahead and respin. Shuffling an indiscriminate amount of times. Can we get a drum roll? I think I'm supposed to tell that. I'm still trying to learn how to be a content creator. I apologize. Let's get that drum roll. Hey, Fix'em Dude. The dude abides. The dude also gets a roll of filament, assuming the dude is in the chat. Fix'em Dude, you there? Mr. Fix'em Dude. Fix'em Dude, are you there? Does the dude abide? Come on, Fix'em Dude, where are you? You gotta, come on! I know he's here, he was in here earlier. You guys can tag him, but he's gotta reply. I love Fix'em Dude, but he's gotta reply. I gotta see him comment. Come on, Fix'em Dude. He may be driving. No! I saw him in here earlier. Come on, Fix'em Dude. Don't lose it. Liz, call him. And, I have to enforce the rule. Let me see if I can add him. Yeah, he's here. I can add him. Oh, he's going to hate it. I don't want to be that guy, but he gets another 60 seconds. He gets another 60 seconds. K2 says he's on the way. He's got 60 seconds. I just added him. He's in the chat. I need him to say something. Come on. Don't do this to me, Fix him, dude. I am upset. I am upset by this. Out of all the ones not to be here, Fix him, dude. That sucks. Let me see if I can. It is what it is, man. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So, all right, we gotta re-roll. Sorry, Fix him, dude. You gotta be present. All right, let me shuffle a few more times and we will re-roll. I feel so bad. I love Fix him, dude, but I get it. It is what it is. It sucks. Jamie Limback. Limback. Jamie Limback. Do we have a Jamie Limback? Ah, it sucks that Fix him Dude didn't get it, man. You will have Krusty sending more pics. Send him to Fix him Dude, not to me. All right, Jamie's here. All right, you got yours, Jamie. Let me put green on your name. You know how to reach me: email, Twitter, Discord. Hit me up one of those places. I'm trying to find you fast. One more time going through the list. This is the time where having somebody else do this would be really helpful, so I apologize. Scrolling right past Fix him, dude. Sorry. Gotta follow the rules that I set. But I'm not gonna break them. He'll understand. There it is. There's Jamie. Entry number 152. All right. Did I move the spool over for Jamie? Oh wait, I can actually just check this. How many greens do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so no, I didn't. I didn't. Oh, crap! Fix him, dude! It's too late! I'm sorry. I did not move the spool. I'm sorry, Fix him, dude. You had to comment, man. You had to say something. I'm sorry. We already gave it away again. I like Fix him, dude. I consider him a friend. But I can't bend the rules for a friend. It's this, look, if I bend the rules for him, then I have to bend them for everybody else. And this filament will be available soon, TM. I'm sorry. We tried. Even I tagged you. You probably have like 9 missed calls from Liz. I don't know. Here's what I'll do for you, Fix him, dude. Send me your favorite vehicle that you want printed. I'll print it out with the spool that I have and I'll send it to you. There. I'll do that. There. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to give him a consolation prize. But yes, you hate to see it. I'm fine for real. Had to go into back work to put in some threaded inserts. Well, glad you're okay. God, this benchy is, there's no weight to it at all. All right, let's take a look at the benchy. Hold on, we need to enhance. Enhance. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it doesn't look great. You know, it's gonna have issues. But you know what? The smokestack actually came out pretty decent. Like, all things considered, that smokestack, it is a little warm. You can see it's a little warm. I can send him the benchy. Yeah, the front of the boat looks great. Nice clean lines, no issues. There's a bow line. That's pretty standard with Prusa. Everything else looks really, really good though. I mean, as good as a 12-minute benchy can look. Meh. Bottom's layer is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Oh, wait. I didn't see this over here. We have some cooling artifacts. So the XL only cools from one side. And I saw that somebody has a fan duct for it out already. So I'm going to have to get some of those printed out. Because, yeah, that is absolutely a cooling artifact. Yeah, it is. That is a cooling artifact. That sucks. But, I mean, look, it's a 12-minute benchy. Like, what the heck do you expect for a 12-minute benchy? I mean, it ain't bad. But, yeah, I was kind of surprised when the XL only has single-sided cooling. But it's a fan duct to change it, so it's not that big of a deal. I assume they did it for space? I don't know. Cool Flip says, I expect perfect for as much as the XL is. Well, then I don't want to introduce you to the entire world of industrial grade printers. The XL is not even close to the most expensive printer in this room. I have an $80,000 printer sitting next to me. Like, you'd be surprised what professional and industrial machines will do for quality. This is great considering what you can get off of a Fortis. A Fortis will not do a benchy this clean. Nowhere near that fast. I get that your Ender can do a cleaner benchy, but it's going to take an hour. In this kind of speed with a 0.6 nozzle, I'm happy. I have no complaints. It does need more cooling, though. Make that same print in 2 hours and she'd be a different animal. I mean, yeah, of course, but an Ender 3v2 would be a different animal, too. In 2 hours, I can get any printer to do that. Yeah, Baloo said, yeah, seeing industrial machines at Form Next is depressing. So the entire industrial world of 3D printing is like, the FDM side is like 10 years behind what we have here. It's so weird because they're the ones that have locked most of it down with the patents anyways. So it's really, really weird to see it. We got 129 likes, 143 viewers, and we have 184 entries, 185 entries. I need more likes. We have one spool left. We have the final spool left. We're going to give it away. It's going to be awesome. I didn't check to see if everyone that's won is in the United States. I should check that. Have I gotten lucky? I've gotten really lucky. Okay, everyone's in the United States. Great. FJ Princess Bamboo can do better than that with a 0.4 at 0.2 layer heights. And I bet the Prusa could too. The 0.6 nozzle is a reduction in quality, right? We know this because your line width is larger. I don't like the single-sided cooling. That is absolutely a flaw and is an easy fix, but shouldn't be a fix that we have to do. Mind you, it's a 12-minute benchy with a 0.6 nozzle with silk filament. Remember, this is silk filament. So silk is going to shrink a lot more than regular. I should load in regular filament and try it, but meh. We are talking all about printed solid today. So Taylor says that Bamboo Lab is also single. No, it's not. Is it? I don't see the front of the, where the hell's the front of the bamboo? It's definitely double-sided, I thought. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Oh, you're saying left-sided enclosure. No, the hot end has double-sided cooling on it. Yeah, the Prusa doesn't have external fans. There's a guy on Printables who's making a lot of interesting mods for this. One of them being the, there's a brass brush the nozzles can run past. I might end up doing that. But I know part of it to keep the nozzles clean is also about making sure that you have that little wiper thing set correctly, which honestly is a bit of a pain. I get why they did it. It makes sense, but it is tough for the average person to go in and like get it perfect. I think I'm pretty close to perfect. I didn't have any real issues with like globbing on my last PETG print. Basically, when the nozzle parks, there's a little wiper that plugs the nozzle, right? And it's a flat piece of rubber on the nozzle, and that keeps it from oozing. If that is even slightly not flat, it's gonna ooze like crazy. So, yeah. Yes, Surf Alex 2000. That's who it is. That's who it is. That's who it is. All right, final spool. We're gonna do it in 60 seconds. So if you haven't entered, enter to win. This was the piece that we made. We made a Jessie Dogue out of the Elixir, the freaking Elixir. This is Jessie's Elixir. I want it to be called Silver Fox. And if you agree with me, put it in the comments, not in the chat. Put it in a comment. I want Dave Randolph to see how many people want this thing to be called Silver Fox. I think it'd be a great name for this material. Yeah, this Dogue is shiny. Shiny. And the camera above me needs color correction. There's a bit of a thing on his nose. Her nose. Let me get that off. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and silk filament will show you every issue. So like I've got some retraction artifacts that I need to sort out. The Z seam needs to be sorted out. That's not great. Yeah, dude, the print looks beautiful. That's one of the nicest, dropped it. That's one of the nicest single color prints I've done in a long time. And it's silk, which is just insane. Insane. All right. I am refreshing the page one last time. We are gonna grab the names one last time. 187 names. Gonna go in to the list. We are going to shuffle it a bunch of times. Still shuffling just because I can. We're gonna keep shuffling. We're gonna keep shuffling. All right. For the final spool, drum roll, please. And apparently it's 0.534% chance of winning. I cannot choose this. Ajax technically won the last spool, but I can't. I gotta respin. Ajax, you can't win twice. One more time. All right. Let's see if they're here. Rick Denatale. D-E-N-A-T-A-L-E. Rick Denatale. I'm going to get that last name wrong. I'm just laughing. I'm laughing because I recognize the names from the chat. Yep. Rick Denatale, I guess. Oop, hit the name. something. It is Rick. Rick, are you there? Rick, are you there? Is Rick there? Fixin' Dude says I'm here. It is Rick. There's Rick. That's me, he says. Donatali. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. It is Rick. Rick gets the final spool. Cool. Well, that's it, guys. We had 8 spools of filament. We have 8 winners of that filament. So thank you all. It's greatly appreciated. The winners, I need you to email me, youtube@3dmusketeers.com, slide into those DMs on Twitter, or just message me directly on Discord, and we will get you guys taken care of. So I'm gonna need your addresses. It looks like everybody's in the United States, so that is taken care of. Nice and simple, but I do wanna thank everybody for coming out. This material is awesome. It was a lot of fun making it at Printed Solid. I absolutely loved it. We were going to do the stream next week to kind of, you know, run it out a little bit, but we decided that, well, oh, that's the webcam. We decided that it makes more sense to give it away now before people are going out and traveling. But that does it for the stream. Guys, check out Printed Solid. Go get some Jessie filament. Mod, toss a Printed Solid link in the chat there for them so that they can go check them out. Jessie's Elixir is coming soon, TM. So keep an eye out. I'm hoping that maybe he launches it for like Black Friday, but I feel like he would need to have a lot more done than he has. Anyways, Steve, again, thank you for all those memberships. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you to all of you that donated, and congratulations to all the winners. We will see you guys probably sometime after Smurf, unless we do some live streaming at Smurf, which I guess we'll do because we are shaving my freaking head at the Sanjay Mortimer Rap Festival. If you guys want to see that, stay tuned because it's absolutely coming. But stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones. And as always, make really awesome parts. Keep making awesome. We'll see you later.